So, hey, guess what? We're live. But don't worry, it's just that little transition.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can check sound and we can get a chat window up, which is what I'm doing next. Is I'm going to get that chat window up and you can get onto Twitch and or YouTube. Hey everybody, it's Heidi and Diana, and we're here in studio. And surprise, yeah, we were gluing and we're like, hey, you know what? We should totally just go on and do a little surprise stream. And I'm just gonna, are you ready? I'm gonna slide us in. Oh yeah, we should check sound. Are we on? Oh yeah, fabulous. That sounds good. Yeah, we sound good. Now I'm going to slide us in. Cool. So, hey! Hi, everyone! It's Heidi, and... Oh, wait. Stop it, Kim. Move over. There, yeah. Hey! Oh, I just got a little buzz. You know what that means? I'm subscribed to my channel. Are you subscribed? Because you should be. And then you would see all these wonderful subscribes. Blah, 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 blah. This is Snoopy streams. Because I can't talk. And I'm just... Because you know why I can't talk? Because I should have this mask on that she's wearing, but we don't have two. So instead, I'm getting a little bit, hi.
Because I already had my turn.
Yeah,
so now
so she already got,
So now
hi.
I'm using the mask.
So yeah, because she was like, I think I feel a little sick. And I'm like, okay, your turn for the mask. So we're here gluing. And I got half of my foam. Check it out! Woo, woo, woo. All right, Star Cam, do your thing. Get on my boob like you normally do.
Yeah, it's all over your boob earlier.
Yeah, there you go. I can't. So check that out. Yeah, we got half done, and we're like, well, we should just get on for the other half so they can see all the little ins and outs that we ran into. You see there's a few little holes. So you'll get to see on our stream. We're going to be on Thursday on our normal stream. See, I am high. And you're going to see how we take care of some of those details with like foam. Oh, hi, Salty. Hey, look, everybody. It's Salty Dog.
Woo!
Salty Dog. She might be a little high. I didn't know she's... Don't worry.
Yeah, she's fine.
She's fine. She's totally fine. Yeah, we were all worried about her. And she's like, yeah, I got this down. I'm good. You guys do your thing. So, we're actually going to switch.
Yeah.
And Apocalypse Woman's coming over here. And she's going to do a Q&A. Yeah. She's going to do a Q&A. Impromptu Q&A. So, as soon as we have people actually watching us, I should have put cosplay in the thing.
I get to sit with
tags.
Salty.
So, hey, get online and tell everybody we're on so they come on. And get on your Instagrams and YouTube. Get on your Instagram. Tell everybody, hey, surprise stream. We're gluing. We're watching glue dry. Yeah. So, you notice these all have numbers on them. Just like this. So, really, we do this by the numbers. Ha ha. Yeah, I said it. Except we don't start with 1. Yeah, because, you should never start with just 1. We're going to start with 2 and 3. Yeah.
Usually you start, because of the way hers is, since it's the cups are the hardest part.
Yeah, they really are.
We put the cups together first, so those would be easier to glue to the other pieces, because they'd be one piece instead of trying to squish multiple pieces.
Don't have a heat gun.
Nope.
But
we found that it really
found
didn't matter.
Way, and we're going to show you what we found. Yeah, we really are, and I think you're going to be delighted how these girls found a way to curve their armor and heat it up. These girls. I'm talking about myself in the third person again. Yeah, I do that sometimes. So we're using barge today, which we should be covered up completely when using barge. It is very toxic. It causes cancer and it kills people. So do not do what we are doing right now and be unprotected. No, safety first, people. And you can't see it, but I'm like a superhero, and I have like this film over me that's protecting me. That's fiction. So, don't believe that. This is the internet. Don't believe everything you see on the internet, people. Some people make it up, like me. Yeah. So, if you notice, I'm not using a lot. But still, I got a little sloppy. Oh my goodness, look at that. So, what do? I got a little sponge here. If you notice on Skycam. And I have a little bucket of water. And you should always keep a little sponge and a bucket of water by your, I was going to say bedside. But in your art, you know, whenever you're painting, whenever you're gluing, because before it gets sticky, it's just a medium that can get wet, like any medium, you know, any liquid for you. You just wipe it away, folks, and then you're no longer messy. See how that works?
Yep.
Yeah, and then you don't have a whole bunch of issues that you have to worry about when the time comes that you're already glued together, and then all of a sudden you got all sorts of crap everywhere. So, although if that does happen, there's ways of dealing with that too. All right. So we're gonna start at our straight edges. First, we're gonna fan. Yeah, we're watching glue dry, people. Are you with us? Hey, we got some viewers. Hi, welcome. This is GirlzgameToo, Real Girls Cosplay. This is Diana. I'm Heidi. Welcome. And we're doing foam blah blah blah. We're doing foam armor, and we're actually on to details, but we're way behind because we
have lives and adult things that we have to do.
And you know what? It takes longer than 5 minutes to do this. Yeah, it does. Amazing, right? So, and we get real with foam. We get real with cosplay. And so we're not going to like fast forward through it and go, ding, it's so easy.
Nope.
Guess what?
You get to see us screw up.
You get to watch us. You get to watch us get real. You get to watch glue dry. But guess what? We're using barge, which is, yes, toxic, but quick.
And very, very sturdy.
Yes. And effective. Because, like, this is already together, and we've only been doing this for about an hour. Actually, I don't know if that's true. How long have we been doing this?
I don't know.
Now, obviously, we haven't been streaming for an hour. So you're like, well, wait a minute, that's the boob cup. You can't do that flat. Yeah, I know. We're going to curve it. Don't worry. I'm just starting here where it is kind of flat at the bottom because this is this one, right?
Yeah, so you start at the...
It's going to be down here. So this is this part down here. All right, so that's where that's going to go, and then it's going to curve up and around.
Yep. And we found that if you do it in sections, that it's easier to
helps.
do.
Yeah. Thank you, Stalker Cam. And so, and we've also found that if you don't have, whoopsie-daisy, see what happens if you don't do it in sections. Actually, I did it a little fast there. We also found, if you don't have a heat gun, because I don't have a heat gun, and we're here in studio, normally we do Real Girls Cosplay over at Lizzie's Lair. But, we're not at Lizzie's. We're going to be at Lizzie's Lair. Don't worry, we'll be back at Lizzie's Lair Thursday. But I'm like, well, I can get mine glued, and then I'll be caught up with the girls. Yeah, but I'll get Diana to come over. And so, but she had to come over after work, right?
Yep.
She didn't bring her heat gun.
Yeah, I didn't bring all my stuff because
she thought I would even have it.
I forgot. Well, I forgot, and I was like, she has things.
Right? I got it. So then we're like, well, shit. I'm like, well, what should I use? Should I use my blow dryer? I got a space heater. Yeah. Let's grab a space heater. Hey, hi, Lizzie. Hey, welcome. Hey, she's back to the lair. Hey. You'd rather be gluing than what you're doing. Ooh, what are you doing, girl?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm almost afraid to ask. Are you working on your foam armor, Lizzie? So, this is what we found. This is kind of fascinating. Yeah, you ready? Use your boob. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, check it out, Liz.
The warmth of your boob helps.
The warmth of your
mold.
boob will actually help. And it's the right size.
Right.
As long as you put it in the right spot.
It's literally exactly what's going to be in there anyway.
That's where it's stock him now. It won't stock on me. But it was stocking on my boob earlier.
It really was.
Yeah, it totally was like.
I can adult.
Right on the boob.
Oh.
And
Lizzie is adulting right now.
Oh, yeah.
We're sorry.
I hate adulting, yeah.
We did that earlier.
Yeah, we had to do that earlier. Then we had this fabulous lunch. Grass-fed beef with grain-free bun from what was the name of that place? The bread. Against the Grain.
Against the Grain.
Against the Grain.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's gluten-free and soy-free and corn-free.
It was very yummy.
Super yummy. Alright, so once again, I may have gone a little fast, so I'm going to add just a smidge of glue here. And as you can see, I've gotten a little messy with the barge, but we're going to clean that up before we ever put that back. This is the other reason why we put paper down.
I know you guys can't see it, but
what am I doing?
she takes the stick and like on the brush from the barge, and she kind of dips it in there and then twists it. And I don't know if you can see that, but it really helps you keep it on the stick and not get it everywhere. So instead of just like taking it on the stick and then moving it, if you turn the stick around in a circle like you're, I don't know, eating spaghetti or something.
Yeah, like you're doing spaghetti.
Yeah, and it stays on there a lot better.
It totally
You don't
helps.
make a huge mess. Well, I mean, you might make a little mess, but not a huge mess.
And then chopsticks.
Yeah, chopsticks are very handy.
Chopsticks are super handy for getting into those little crevices and adding glue without adding a mess.
So Lizzie says that she did make some cool braiding for her Aragon armor detail work for Thursday.
Ooh!
A 5-plate braid was much easier than the Celtic Infinity knot. I bet.
Yeah.
And she'll post updates
Holy
soon
crap,
for us
that
to see.
sounds really exciting. I'm super excited. Did you guys hear that? She did braiding. So Lizzie's already got hers all. This is why I'm like, I gotta get myself going here. Lizzie's all glued. Yeah, she's got hers all glued together, and she's got almost all her. We're just now like, okay, so we should draw out my details.
Yeah.
So this is how far behind I am. But I think this is good that, that we be in different stages. So y'all see the different stages of detailing and where we are. So you got it. So we had some music going when we were first doing the first one. But I was afraid that if I kept the music going, they'd kick us off YouTube at least. Probably Twitch too. I got to get that. There's a what do you call it? A add-on for Twitch?
I don't know. An app or
an app for that. There's an app for that where you can add on music, I think. I need to ask Seth about that.
We were using the music to like time us, so we
so I'm like, so we need to hold this for about a half a song. Yeah,
and it was working.
It totally worked because then we'd sit there and we'd like jam out to the song, and so listen to music when you do this because it makes it go so much faster. Let me tell you, and you don't have to listen to my music. Listen to your music. Everybody's got their own taste, and that's what makes the world go round.
Yep.
Yeah. And so, and then I do like a little curve that's just any kind of the curve. Make sure you curve it the right way, too.
Yeah.
Make sure you realize where your boob's going in.
Especially if you have different textures on your sides.
Yeah, you see how I have like this armory texture on this side and it's smooth on this side? Now it tracks it, right? Yeah. So, I actually curved mine the wrong way to begin with. This is why I'm like, okay, now do this. And I'm like, okay, now you gotta remember this part. Because I'm like, oops. And then I had to totally curve it back. Which, it was okay, but that's when we discovered the boob.
Yeah.
I like just slapped it on my boob. I'm like, well, maybe the warmth of me will do it. And it totally did. So, yeah. So you just make sure you put it in the right spot, because that helps too.
Also make sure, because when we cut out all the pieces, and if you watched last
Yeah.
show, they're mirror images of each other, because you have two
mine
sides.
Are so not.
So when you glue it together, make sure that you're paying attention. This is all the left side, and this is the right side, so you're not accidentally gluing pieces.
I started doing that one as this side, and it ended up being this side. My boobs are not the same. I don't know if are your boobs the same, Lizzie? I know mine are.
I mean, mine are relatively the same.
So that Celtic infinity knot, that's that one that kind of looks like the Charmed, right?
What?
Am I right?
Charmed?
Yeah, the Charmed 3 thing.
Oh. I'm thinking of like the TV show.
Yeah, so am I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the charmed symbol for the TV show. Isn't that? I doubled my pattern before cutting so it's symmetrical.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
That's what we did.
That's what we did, but mine's still not symmetrical. You know why? We figured it out though. Because see here, if you get real close, you see how I cut on the inside of the line there? Well,
so
this side, you see how I cut on the outside of the lines? You can totally see.
So yeah.
You can totally see how I cut on the outside lines there.
If you're using a thick marker to draw your lines, and you can inadvertently add size to your pieces.
That's what I did.
Depending on what side of the marker line you're cutting on. So that's also another thing. If you want to be a lot more exact, make sure that you're cutting either on the inside of your lines or the outside of your lines for every single piece.
Yeah, you need to decide which way you're going to cut and then be consistent.
Yeah. Because
don't be me.
Yeah, and we found that if one of the pieces doesn't line up, if it's too small, you can't just try and force it or glue the other pieces to it and try and fit it.
Yeah.
You're going to have to recut that piece.
Exactly. Or do what I do and decide you don't need that bottom flange. Because that's just not going to work. So Wonder Woman didn't have bottom flange, so I don't need that.
Originally, her pattern had more pieces, but when we decided we didn't need them.
Originally, my pattern had 11 pieces
on
each side. So 22 pieces total. Now my pattern has 18 pieces. Is that all? I only cut out 4 pieces?
There's 4 pieces that go on the bottom, I think,
6, 7. Yeah, so I cut out 8 pieces. Yeah.
And that's fine. We just realized
need it.
She wanted it more on the natural waist, and those pieces would have just made it longer.
And it would have made it so much more uncomfortable. Hi! Snowman from Blade 2. Ooh.
Samurai armor.
Ooh. Now that sounds cool. So is that like the armor? Is that the hammer? That now I sound really southern.
Or we just
that's like straight down samurai armor.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know how
like the plated, the plated knotted armor. Is that what you're thinking? Like with all the ties and like the ropes that keep it together. Is that what you're thinking?
Now you're just getting sexual with me.
No,
we were getting sexual earlier.
Which is so easy to do with you.
It is. And it was actually all about the foam armor.
It was about clothespins.
It was about because I said, see, clothespins are more than just sex toys.
And I was like, how are clothespins sex toys?
How did she not know?
And Dinah learned something new.
And I'm on the knits and everything. Yeah, there we go. Oh my, right?
Yes, that's exactly what I
said. This is mature content, sorry. And so
you clicked on it when you started watching.
You did click on that when you started watching, right? And so, yeah. Hey, Lit! Yay. While that glue was drying, while we were talking about what you could do with those clothespins.
So the other thing we did is if you have 2 people, or if you want to save time,
Barge.
you can use the
You
clothespins
did
for
see the disclaimer. Good shit. I'm glad.
you can use the clothespins for a non-sexual reason.
Yes.
And use them to hold the pieces together while they're drying.
Non-sexually.
Then you can
like
move.
This.
Then you can move on to some more pieces.
Which
so while that's drying,
I'm
you
totally
can
gonna
glue more. Yeah.
Just in case. Just in case.
Especially on the curved pieces, you probably want to leave those to dry longer because they're those are your stress seams, so you want those to be the strongest ones. Those are the ones that are gonna pull.
Okay.
So yeah.
I don't know what that's gonna say, but.
And I have it on my phone, but the diagram of how the pieces all fit together should be like near you, probably.
So this. So next is 4, 5, right?
Yep.
All right. So 4, 5 are gonna go together next. And hey, oh, ignore that. Hey, boobies! Yay! We need to make boobies totally not foul language. How is boobies? Boobies is like our thing. We're all about boobies. Streamlabs, you're obviously not working right.
Shame on you, Liz.
How is that foul?
Shame.
Boobies is not foul language. Yay, but we need to make boobies like our new lurk or something. You know? When people are lurking, they just say boobies.
Our new catchphrase should be use your boob.
Use your boob. That is our new catchphrase. Just use your boob. Because that's there for a reason, right? And it's
obviously cosplay related.
Obviously cosplay related. Yes, obviously. Just use your boob. Yeah. We gotta change that so it doesn't get... Yay, boobies is a good thing. Yeah. That's like being punished when you pee in the right place. I have a new puppy, alright?
Look at
Hey, look at Salty Dog! Oh, is Salty Dog the best? Alright, so
She's my new best friend.
Which is an accomplishment because Salty Dog has some issues with women.
Yeah, see, and I've been snuggling her, so I think she's alright with it.
She lets men just walk right in.
Which is funny, like most dogs I know, like it's the men they have a problem with and the women that they don't. So that's interesting.
I do find that fascinating myself. But women, it's like, rawr, 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 rawr. Yeah. Except for this one guy, but he's kind of feminine, so.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah. That's okay. Alright, so I'm not slurping it on. It's not like y'all know what I'm thinking of right now, right?
Oh my god.
I'm trying to behave.
I don't think you are.
That's me behaving. It totally is me behaving.
So if you notice, before she puts them together, she's like letting it get a little sticky. Getting it dry a little bit.
You want it to get sticky, unlike good lube. Okay. That's the truth. Good lube does not get sticky. Good lube stays slick. So, you want it to be like bad lube. And get super sticky really quick. And then you know you're ready. Right?
Right.
Right. Alright. She's like, oh my god, why did I decide to go on stream with her? Why? Why did I agree to this?
Just gonna put this mask on.
Yeah, you totally need to put the mask on. Apocalypse mask. Alright, so I can do that even though I shouldn't be doing that. And I should be doing this. We should both have these masks on because I'm trying to hide that we're using toxins here. But this is Barge, and this is not the non-toxic Barge. This is the all-over completely toxic, going to kill you. You will die of cancer if you use this too much without a mask. And so I normally never use this without a mask. But I let Diana put the mask on. So, hey, we're doing an impromptu Q&A here with Diana. She is our professional cosplayer. What's your next cosplay you're doing?
I'm gonna make Merida real quick before, so if you are in Arizona and you're going to Konnichiwa, which is at
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa, if you're, if it's in Tucson at the Star Pass Resort, And it's a beautiful location. It's the first time that they've been there this year, so they went from being at the Tucson Convention Center to this beautiful resort. There's like a pool and a lazy river and all kinds of fun stuff to do there.
Oh, how fun! I just want to go now for that.
Yeah. So, but I am going to be a guest there, so I'll
Hey, congratulations to Diana, and hey to konnichiwa for getting Diana.
So I am going to be doing some panels there, and I'll be judging the masquerade, and you can come and meet me and ask me questions or whatever. So it'll be lots of fun. I'm excited.
That is exciting.
And that is June 20, the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, or that Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
So, coming up pretty soon.
That is coming up. That's like in 2 weeks.
Yeah, let me double check. So, yeah. And I'm sure many of you are like, you're doing a costume that you haven't started yet in 2 weeks. And yes, that is what I do.
That's fantastic. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. So what I originally, for my original Merida costume, the teal dress that she wears, I made that a long time ago, and I broke it, and I've been meaning to remake it, and so now I have a new big puffy Merida wig, so I'm going to remake that dress. It'll be easy to remake in 2 weeks, because it's kind of basic.
And she's the gal from Brave, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and I'll be bringing my Daisy.
Just in case you didn't know. I wasn't sure either.
Yeah. So I'll be bringing Daisy from Smash
cosplay stuff.
And from Smash Ultimate, and then I'll also
she's awesome. I love your Daisy.
Yeah, and
see, that wasn't ready yet.
And then I'll also be bringing my original cosplay probably over there too, which is the purple and winged one that I wore at
I
Phoenix
love
Fan
that
Station.
one.
So if you
that just looks like something that should come out of like Game of Thrones or
so
Lord
if
of the
you
Rings.
if you didn't see me at Phoenix Fan Fusion,
you can go konnichiwa
and see
I'd like
me
to
there.
say that.
Yeah.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah, and it's there's a lot of like pool related cosplays going on, lots of swimsuit cosplays and stuff since it's right in the middle of summer.
Oh yeah, that's neat. All right.
I've been thinking I might see if I can find a nice white swimsuit that's thick enough, but that I could that I could do Rarity, because Rarity would be a really fun one with like a big.
Tell me who Rarity is.
So My Little Pony, but with like a big like sun hat and a white swimsuit and her purple wig. I just think, I think that would be like kind of fun.
That would be super cool.
But we'll see, because I'm not a huge going out in my swimsuit person. So
this is over here. This is over
here.
This is here.
The other thing we did on these is we labeled where the zipper is going to be.
Put a zipper on this side. Zipper on this side. You guys can see on the side there. Stopper cam back up. So, if only there was actually a person there doing my bidding. So, Lizzie, they didn't like kick you out, did they? I gotta do something with that Streamlabs spot.
She texted me.
Okay.
She's doing something.
So, she's adulting. So, alright, so I think this is gonna hold. I need more nipple clips. I mean, what did I call them?
Clothespins?
Thank you. Clothespins. Wrong stream. Okay. So there's that. Now, we do 8 and 9, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Now this is the back.
Yeah, so 9 is the back, the farthest back. So this is your center back, and then the 8 is going to be connected to this side. Like that.
Yes. Like this.
Salty keeps wanting to come up here, but then when she comes up here, she jumps off.
Now,
dog.
See how this is? Will you hand me a scissors? I'm just going to clean that up.
Like these?
Yeah, that will work. I think. So, this is just a little, this is bugging me here.
I think we did that on purpose to show you guys.
I think we did. That it'd be okay, because we could just clean it up.
We cut that side crappy, and then we were like, no, we'll leave it as a learning experience.
Right. So there, now we've learned.
Always learning.
Right? Boom. Alright. So, I just want to make sure that's the middle and that's the top. I think so. Because this is going to connect. Uh-oh. Yeah, yo.
What?
Okay, so.
We're going to have to do some trimming. Wait, flip it the other way.
Yeah, I was just thinking, or.
It's literally, guys, every time we're like, this piece doesn't fit, and then we flipped it around, and then it fits. So if it doesn't fit, maybe flip it and see if you just have it the wrong way. Because a lot of the pieces are so similar looking that the sides are only like a centimeter or two different. It almost looks like it would be better to put the zipper in the back, but how do I zip myself? That's your choice. You don't. You'd have to have someone else do it. Or you could zip it and then twist it. I mean, that's true. But see how it has that little thing up there? Like that. It almost looks like it's made for a zipper. Yeah. I mean, it's totally up to you. You're the one wearing it. Put the zipper wherever you want. What do y'all think? Comment if you... Call it battle damage. Oh, you can't comment back with synonyms for adipose tissue. Oh, yeah, fat is not allowed. Yeah, that I did make. Because I don't like to be called fat, and I was being trolled, and they were calling me fat, and so yeah, I did make. No, she's saying she's adipose tissue of the upper torso in female. Oh, yeah, okay. Which are fat. Tissue, yes. Yeah. I got what you're saying. You can't say titties. You can't say boobies. What about Hey, Lizzie, test these out for us. Yeah, milk sacks or. No, don't. We're gonna get Lizzie banned. Wait, you're a moderator. You should be able to change that. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're an editor and moderator. You should be able to change that, Lizzie. If anybody should be able to curse, it should be you. Suddenly, you can say all of the swear words. Yeah, all of a sudden everybody can curse. And everybody's gonna be comments. Like, fuck! Good job. Good job. Call it battle damage. I like that, Shin. Alright, so this is gonna go here. Now we know the 8-9. Oh, wow. Just. What? Even. Oh. Everything she tried. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I'm like, that's wow, crazy. That is crazy. I don't even have it on that high of a filter, I thought. Man, we need to change those filters, obviously. I had no idea I was filtering you guys so much. Sorry. I didn't mean to be such a 1984 prude. I mean, I'm sitting here going, fuck, shit, damn. You can't say the girls. What? I know. You can't say the girls. What if I was talking about us? The girls. Yeah, like actual girls. Hey, can you do it with a Z, Liz? Try it with a Z. I mean, it's our fucking channel. How many adjectives for boobs have they banned? Because, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot, and we could get really creative with boob adjectives. I mean, totally, yeah. I mean, our freaking trademark is a people with boobs. Right. It's all about goddess power, and we need more boobs in the world. Oh, you tried them all? Oh, it could have been the adipose word. You're right, because I banned the adipose word. Yeah, I did ban that as a word. That and the N word, because they were using that one too. So, but, you know, we really shouldn't need to use those two words in our vocabulary. Right? Memories. Challenge. Challenge accepted. All right, Shin. We like this challenge. Go to GirlzgameToo and try to get a synonym for boobs across their moderator. About like fun bags or fun bags. I like that one. I'm sure they won't let fun bags through. I'm probably not. Yeah. No. Woo! Do not inhale. Yeah. Excuse me while I take a few years off. Battle damage, right? Fun bags. Hey, fun bags got through. It totally did. See? Wow. Here's dirty pillows. No, ooh, I like. What's the one? Is it sweater pillows? Trying to remember all of my ridiculous, like,
Yes, I love it. I'm gonna have like the Twitch guys at Twitter.
Sweater
Jams.
yams.
Sweater yams. Yes.
Wow.
Peaches. Can you say peaches?
I've never heard that before.
I like sweater yams.
Sweater yams.
Just sounds yummy. It does. I watch Fanboys.
Oh my god. Jugs, The Promised Land. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting more creative.
Yeah, I like The Promised
right.
Land. So that's kind of lower, but...
Oh my god.
Well, it is.
Huge tracts of land.
Huge mountains with
oh my god,
large mountains. Yeah, how about the 14ers?
That's a great one, Lizzie. That's a great one. I love that. Like your huge tracts of land.
People are gonna come into our chat and be like,
"What the
hell
is going on?"
Yeah, what are they talking about?
We're talking
about boobs. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, because we love boobs here. Yeah, don't you? I don't know anyone who doesn't really love boobs. I mean, if you think about it, even gay guys love boobs. I mean,
boobs are pretty great.
Yeah, boobs are pretty great. I mean,
don't lick the water. It's got yucky stuff in it.
Straight people, lesbians, gay guys. I mean, yeah, Golden Palace of the Himalayas. Jeez. Yeah, Shin. I like that one. That's definitely that needs to go in a book. I like that. Like the Purple Head Warrior needs to go after the Golden Palace of the Himalayas. You're right. Oh yeah, this is coming together nicely. So, but this is on this.
That's from Brighton Beach Memories. Oh, so it's in a book. That's pretty good.
The Golden Palace?
Yeah.
Oh,
Memoirs.
Yeah, I love that movie. Oh, it's also a
Brighton
book.
Beach Memoirs?
Yeah, it's from Neil Simon.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also a play. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm a nerd. So
nerd!
Nerd alert!
Yeah, we're all nerds.
We're all nerds
Sorry.
here, yeah.
But I will call you out if I see you in public because it's funny.
No, I love that one actually. It's all about a Jewish kid from Brighton Beach. And weapons of mass destruction.
Oh, we're going back to boob adjectives.
Yeah.
Lizzie's worried that maybe because she's a moderator, it's letting her say those things. But I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, there's a possibility. Yeah, I don't know. But, you know, I don't want to get Shin kicked off of YouTube. Yeah. Of course, he's on YouTube. He's not on Twitch.
He's on YouTube.
So I think they allow more on YouTube.
Hey, Salty, don't do that.
Salty, what are you doing?
She's eating the paper towels.
Oh, it's bamboo. They're bamboo paper towels.
She's still
that doesn't make it right. But...
She's still ruining the paper towels, though.
Salty, no, pfui. Das ist nicht gut. Salt. Nein.
Are you speaking to her in German?
Yeah. Well, she's a dachshund, so she should know it from birth.
Obviously.
Right? So she stopped. Well, for a minute. So, Salt, sein, nein, pfui, pfui. Sehr gut, sehr gut. Das ist gut. Everybody's all, is this a German? Is this a German stream?
I stole the paper towels.
Why is she speaking German? Das ist gut. Yeah. You're all good. Come on in.
I got the French covered when we get there.
Oh, good. Good. So. Yeah, my petite France. No. I only took 3 years. I can't hardly speak it. Yeah.
I took 5. I can still speak it.
Back on task, Heidi. Yes, ma'am.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Sehr gut, das ist gut. Yes. Das is good.
All right, so we're doing pieces.
Salty's trying to get up. All right, we're gluing here. I'm just getting this. I'm trying to get this kind of curved as it glues. Whoop! And I should use my body because that's what I did last time. I'm just trying to get this to... Salty's all up in my...
And if you weren't with us last time when we talked about the foam and stuff, the foam that she's using are the floor mats that you can buy at like Home Depot or
and this was
Lowe's.
one long one.
Yeah, it was one long like floor mat, and that's why it has like a tread on one side and the other side is smooth.
Right, like an anti-fatigue mat.
Yeah, and how much was it? Like
it was like $12. Yeah, it was like $12 for a 5-foot roll.
Yeah, so quite a bit.
Yeah, and it didn't even take that whole 5-foot roll. Don't I still have some left, Lizzie?
Yeah, I think we do. I remember when we cut it out, we didn't use it.
Yeah, I think. Or did you do yours with what was left? I think she did hers. All right, so nipple clamp it. Yeah, I said it. Oh, look, it's Salty Dog. Salty Dog. Salty Dog. Here to save the day. All right. Ooh. Now we're to...
the next hardest part. The
next hard part.
She may have appropriated some of the supplies that you left in the lair.
That's all right. That happens. When it gets left in the lair, that happens. All right, so I'm just going to kind of form this a little bit to my boob. Use the boob. The heat of your boob, it does wonders. Your boob just is wonderful. It's a wonderful thing.
And if you're
a guy, borrow a boob. Yeah.
Ask permission first.
Yes, always ask permission first. Yes. Don't just grab a boob.
But if you're making your own armor, like your chest armor, you definitely could put it against yourself and it would work. All
right, so we determined to start from the middle on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on these pieces where there's 2 pieces joined together and then 1 piece that goes over them, instead of starting from the edge and gluing that way, we kind of did the middle seam to the middle of that top piece so that it was more centered. And that tended to work better. I believe it is what we did on that one.
Actually, I don't think we did on that one.
I think you tried to.
Did I try? Oh, did I readjust it? Because it's definitely not centered.
Well, if you line up the corner and then line up that one and just make sure that it's...
Let's see.
On there.
If we lined up... That's how we did it.
Okay, yeah.
So it was the other one we did in the center.
Yeah, never mind.
Never mind.
There is another one.
There is another one.
It's
here. It's this one. We have to definitely do from the center out. Here. Where the nipple clamp is.
But this one, it's because those 2 pieces aren't symmetrical. That's why.
And it's because we ended up doing an adjustment on this to make it fit my boob.
Yeah. So
yes.
If you were, when we first drafted out these patterns,
check our episode on patterning.
We did have to enlarge these patterns. They're originally from Kamui Cosplay. She sells breastplate patterns for both men and women now on her site. And I think it's $5 for 5 different breastplate patterns. But they are definitely size small. So you will have to
definitely small.
Enlarge them. So
but we showed you how to do that.
We did.
On which episode was that? I think it was episode 1, patterning. Not episode 1 of cosplay. Episode 2 of cosplay. Episode 1 of foam armor.
Right.
Yeah. So as you can see, I'm actually putting a thin coat of glue over this entire area. Because I discovered that it actually helps because it takes a little time. Yes, I saw I got a little messy.
Dripping.
To put a thin coat, I'm going to have to go back in with my chopstick. Because it's going to take some time to get this completely on. But I found it was easier if I went ahead and did the entire thing, just so I had that thin coat on there. Episode 2, Attack the Foam.
Yay, there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lizzie.
Okay, so, yes. Check out episode 2, Attack of the Foam. And you see how I got messy, but I just took my little foam sponge, which you can get these. Well, I get mine at the art store because I sculpt clay.
Yeah.
And these are real popular for sculpting clay.
But you could probably use any
But you could use any sponge.
Probably
yeah.
fine.
Any sponge is going to work just fine.
I like getting like the sponge, like bags of sponges at the dollar store and cutting them into smaller pieces.
Yeah, perfect.
They're super cheap that way.
I like the dollar store. You can get so many awesome things there. Make sure you do it all at the same, don't do it like this because it doesn't match. I almost just did that. That's why I said something. So, hi, Salt. Hi, Salty dog. So this is going to be a curve.
Yep.
So yeah, I didn't wait long enough. It's not even sticky. I didn't use it enough. You gotta let it get sticky. Gotta at least get some friction going. So hey, let's Q&A. So we got the Kuiji-con.
Konnichiwa?
Yeah, konnichiwa.
Yes.
Konnichiwa. I have Crit Hit coming up.
Okay.
I'm going to be a vendor at Crit Hit, and Lizzie is going to be, Uh-oh.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
Nothing.
Okay.
It was all Salty.
She does that every
Salty
once in a while.
did it.
Salty does that every once in a while. So I'm officially going to be a vendor at Crit Hit. I got my vendor table payment in, and so if you're around that weekend, you could come to our vendor table and help. You could sell some of your stuff.
What weekend is it?
It's the 5th through the 7th.
Of August?
Mm-hmm. No, July.
July?
Yeah. At the Sheraton.
Phoenix?
Phoenix, yeah.
No, downtown?
Awatuki. The one on 51st.
Lizzie, is that supposed to mean that you're on vacation?
Lizzie's running games at Crit Hit.
Oh, okay.
So she says it's vacation.
Ew. Salty just got my pants all wet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't even know how.
Not sure how either.
Alright,
so y'all see how I'm doing this very slowly because it's a curve.
Yeah, these curved pieces are going to take you the longest. And if you have a few gaps where the lines don't meet, we're going to show you on Thursday how to fill those in. So tune in on Thursday. We're
going to get serious with foam and clay. What? They're the same thing? What? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, they're
kind of
the same. I mean,
it's like foam but clay. But clay but foam.
It's foam clay.
It's foam clay.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I'll show you.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. Yeah. I know, right?
Woo-woo.
Yeah. So it's her vacation, so Lizzie's not going to be doing any kind of vendoring, is I think what she's saying, or cosplaying. But I will be. She is running games. I will be there representing GirlzgameToo. And I will be selling meatballs, the display, as well as the game sets. And I will be doing a giveaway. Don't know what game yet. Surprise. It's a surprise.
Ooh.
I'm working on a couple of different things.
You'll have to go and find out for yourself.
Core 6 Media will be there with me, so their awesome art will be there as well.
They are awesome.
They are awesome. Yes. And so, yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited. And I'm going to be running games at MaricopaCon in August 24th and 25th. So I'm excited about that, too. And so, yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. Oh, and then August 8th and 9th. Surprise, Lizzie, I haven't had a chance to tell you about this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I told you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the marathon. So I'm going to be doing this marathon stream. Yeah, it starts the 8th and goes through the 9th. And I'm hoping to get everyone from the channel to show up at least for some part during it. So have the girls from Real Girls Cosplay come in and do just a real simple kind of something. We talked about a couple of different things. And have Dane come in and do some painting, maybe paint a quick game or something, maybe do some Grim Forest or something, I don't know. We'll have to talk about that. And we'll have Betrayal because it's the Betrayal week. And if I can get Mr. Scythe to agree, we might do the final Fenris Scythe game during it. And then we're also going to do some alphabet challenge games. And then I want to talk to your friend Mike, Lizzie, about his show that he wants to do and see if he wants to debut it during that marathon. And it's all to support Extra Life for the Phoenix Children's Hospital. So it's this big, long, 24-hour marathon. See how silly we get being sleep deprived and how well we can play games and do everything. And just basically show our entire lineup throughout those 24 hours. And I think it'd be really fun. And, yeah, I think that would be cool. So that's going to be like August 8th and 9th.
There's
smack dab in the middle of the summer.
There's also August 9th through the 9th through the 11th is Game On Expo.
Yes.
Which is at the Phoenix Convention Center.
Yes.
So if you are
into that,
that's going on that weekend.
I was there last year. That was a really awesome event last year.
They've got a lot of stuff going on, so check them
out. I don't know if you're seeing this, what I'm doing here, but I took the chopstick and I just put a little bit of barge on the edge of that chopstick, and I'm kind of rolling it in here to just put a little extra where I have this gap. You see that? And I just kind of, and that a skewer stick works really good too. Yeah, Game On is where we met. Exactly. Yes. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be at Game On this year or not. They're doing a little bit different with their games. And so, I don't know who's running their games this year. I know it's not Arizona Game Fair. So, I was originally planning on being at Game On, though. So, I may just buy a ticket and just go. Because I really enjoyed it last year, just for fun, you know? It's a really good venue.
Yeah, you don't have to go to every con to be a vendor or a...
Exactly. I may just go and have fun.
What? Fun?
What? I know, crazy. Especially after doing that marathon.
Yeah.
So, So, plus we have all our regular stuff where, you know, every other week on Thursdays we have Real Girls Cosplay. On the off weeks, on Mondays, every other week we have Happy Little Miniatures. And every Friday we have our board games. First Fridays we have Fenris. We've got two more months of that, although we're taking July off for Crit Hit. And we have second Friday we have Betrayal, Legacy. And then we have the Alphabet Challenge that we're doing. We are on the K game this month. Comet. You should come play Comet with us. Oh, you can't. The 21st you're at. Oh, Wichi-Kai, which I totally said wrong. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah. All right, so now when you get it to this is where you really want to make sure you're using your boob.
You're doing it upside down.
Am I?
Yep.
So use your boob.
She's done that like 1,000 times with this pattern. She just will not admit that the long part goes on the top.
It's another reason why Diana's here, so that
otherwise I have no idea what this would look like.
It would be fascinating. I would be putting this together so long. So make sure you have a partner that knows how it's supposed to go together, or you know what you're doing, because otherwise you're gonna end up like me and have like a totally upside down backwards. I don't, because I have a partner that knows what she's doing. But, yes. Woohoo! Thank God. and Lizzie for introducing us. Alright, so this one piece here, this is probably like a half a song that I need to hold this. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we were using music earlier, not when we were live streaming, because we don't want to get kicked off. But we got to figure out that app. And we were for holding this, and we found it was really good for timing as well as just, jamming out. And so, like, if you just hold things for like a half a song to a song, things stay. And it was, because songs are like 3 minutes long. Most songs are 3 to 4 minutes long. Average. Yeah. And so if you think, oh, okay, if I hold this for a half a song, then you've actually held it for like a minute and a half. And so saying, hold this for 3 minutes or hold this for a minute and a half, people are like, oh my God, that's forever. Can't you clamp that shit? But if you say, hold it for a song, you're like, oh, I can totally do that. It's just a song.
And sometimes, depending on like what clamps you're using, you might damage the foam if it's anything too hard.
Exactly.
You'll get indentations in it that will be difficult to get out.
Can't sand that shit out. No, it ain't gonna go. Okay, so hey, look at that. So I got a little bit of gappage here, but it might actually be needed. We might need to fill that, because I think I might need that for the curvature. You see that? Mm-hmm. Do y'all see that?
I don't think so.
I don't think you do. Alright. You see how I got that gappy there? But if I push it down, then it flips this out.
You lose some of that curve.
So I lose some of that curve that I have around the boob. And so I think it's better to leave that gap. I mean, it's secure. And I could even throw in a little barge in there to help keep it secure, but we can totally play that.
Yeah.
And foam play Thursday. Don't forget it.
Don't forget to bring it to
right. Don't forget that she's the one that has it, and it's not the easiest to get a hold of. Yeah, I've looked.
It's a very new product. The United States tends to get everything kind of after the fact. So
what is that?
You can order a lot of stuff like in the UK for cosplay. There's a lot of like cosplay specific materials, but those materials don't get over to the US right away. Sometimes it takes a while. So on foam clay, I think there's only 2 websites right now that ship to the US. So, and it's not cheap. So hopefully that'll get better over time.
Yeah, let's hope.
I mean, Warblow's gotten a lot more accessible, so...
So if you noticed when we first put this together, it didn't look like it was going to fit, did it? And you're like, yeah, there's no way that shit's fitting. That doesn't go to that. I know that's what I was thinking.
But it does.
But it does. And so it's all about that curve. And we didn't need no heat gun. Use your boob. So, or borrow a boob, but ask first. Ask permission first. And, okay, so I'm actually going to go ahead and nipple clamp this. Hey, that's kind of appropriate now. So, because it's a breastplate. Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I know. What can I say? Hey, we're live! So, alright. Woo woo.
Booby.
Hey, I could use this as an apocalypse mask. That's actually,
I don't think that's going to help you.
It actually is kind of blocking some of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is. So this stuff is very strong.
Yeah.
Just to let you know. It is like, woo! Yeah. So earlier today, we found this in the cupboard, the glue. I have a glue cupboard with lots of different glues.
Yeah, which honestly, most cosplayers have like an adhesive drawer, basket, something.
So we have ye old hot glue gun here. And we have Extreme Elmers for the extreme gluing.
Yeah, and the reason that we originally were like, I don't know if this is even going to work, but on the back side of it says
we should try foam.
Paper, wood, craft sticks, fabric, ribbon, foam sheets.
You should try
foam board, poster board, cardboard, and most craft decorating
we're gonna try putting together some scraps.
So I'm gonna test out these glues on the scraps and see if they actually will glue things.
To put 9 and 9 together. Yeah.
So that's the back.
That's the back.
That's the center back. So did you decide you don't want the zipper there?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the zipper on the side.
Okay.
Yeah, like we originally planned.
Okay then.
Yeah. Because I don't want to ruin any designs.
Senpai,
because don't we have some? Don't we? Hey! Hey, you know what? We're gonna change that lurk. Thanks for the lurk. We're gonna change it so you say CO for contemplative observer.
Ooh.
Yeah, because we decided that lurk and lurkers is kind of that's kind of rude to our followers. Yeah, it's a little creepy, right? Especially because we're girls game too. It's kind of stalkery. So Ryan came up with that contemplative observer.
I like that.
Yeah. So you're just a contemplative observer, senpai. Senpai. Thank you. I always say it wrong. But thank you for your lurk. I'll still call it a lurk.
We're gonna call it something special, and then to your face we'll say lurker.
We'll still call you a lurker too.
So
it's because we still love your lurking.
Yep.
I'm a total lurker. I go on his channel all the time and lurk. He's got the best voice. Go check out his channel. He's got a great voice.
Well, like a sexy voice?
Yeah, like a really sexy voice.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just worth it to just go and...
Alrighty then.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm making y'all blush, senpai. Did I say it right? Senpai.
We can't see you anyway, so...
You can on his channel.
Well, I know, but
I know.
You can't see him blushing is what I'm saying. Alright, I'm gonna put this down and see, like...
Okay.
This is the...
So, are you streaming today, senpai? Alright, I think this like turns on me, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Use your body. See? Use your body. Use that heat. So I'm gonna use my body and I'm gonna kinda so this is where the zipper will be. And we're gonna do the zipper on Thursday too. Yeah. Zipper. I gotta get a zipper. Do you have zippers?
Yeah, I have like 1,000 zippers.
Okay, she's gonna bring the zipper too.
But it has to be
an industrial.
a separating zipper.
Yeah, it's gotta be a separating. Do you have that?
Yeah, I got a bunch of those.
She's got a ton. So she's like my expert here. So
one of the things that I do for zippers is whenever I go to the thrift store and they have bags of zippers, which every once in a while you run across someone who threw out their craft room stuff and there's just a bag of like random zippers. I always get those because you can use them for mock-up zippers, so like you can use them for test zippers and stuff like that. But two, many times I'll be making something in ridiculous colors and be like, do I have a zipper this color? And I do. Almost every single time I have a zipper that color.
Yeah.
I do that. So it's just nice, and because then I just have them all ready all the time. But I'm also kind of a hoarder when it comes to stuff like that, so you might not want to take
advantage of that. I don't know if you can see my craft area, but when it comes to clay and paint, I'm definitely a hoarder when it comes to those things. So when it comes to anything that has to do with my skull, and I'm becoming that way with my 3D printing, and when it comes to, filling in STL files and parts for my 3D printer. So, yeah, and I'm actually considering doing a 3D printing stream just because I think it's fascinating. I just got into it fairly recently, and just if I can do it, anyone can do it, I think. So, girls 3D print too. So,
yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna add to the fumes right now as I put rubber cement
Oh,
on this.
yeah, so that was the else I was going to bring up.
Oh,
whoa!
This smells worse than the barge does.
Holy crap! How is that more toxic than what causes cancer? I think that causes cancer. Holy shit! Don't kill my dog. So
your dog is so completely unaffected by all of this. I don't
like
know
out
how.
of it, having like happy dreams. I think she's totally wasted.
You think she's totally high on all this stuff?
She is. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna stay in this room more often, man.
She's totally asleep on my leg.
She's so asleep. It's awesome. So yeah, woo, my God. So one of the other things we found was good old fashioned Elmer's rubber cement. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if this is toxic. I open it up and we're like, whoa, let's get high.
That is not.
That's what I said.
That is not what I said.
I'm like, here, smell, Diana.
Yes.
I was like,
God.
I was totally like the devil with the temptation of, you want to get high?
This is not how I want to get high. With sniffing glue.
This is not how you want to get high at all.
Don't do that, people.
Don't do that. We are not advocating sniffing glue.
Yeah.
Not at all. Because holy crap, do not get this near your nose. This is why, give me my apocalypse mask so I can show. This is why we have this. So we don't get high. Because we don't.
The bad way.
Yeah. We only like to get high naturally. with weed.
And life.
And life, yeah. So, this is why we use this. Hey, everybody. It's Apocalypse Heidi. Oh, that's so much better, actually. Oh, okay, I'm taking a break from this stuff. You don't realize how bad it smells until...
She said she don't realize how bad it smells until you have the mask on. Like, if you do this in an enclosed area, you will not notice how bad the fumes are because it's going to get worse and worse, but it's going to be worse gradually over time. Right. So you're going to keep thinking that it's pretty much the same, but it's not. So you're going to need to, like, take a break, get out of the room, like, open a window or a door, like, make sure...
Turn on the air.
Yeah, have a fan on. Don't be an idiot.
Like we probably are.
Like we are. And I do have a mask somewhere, but like I said earlier, like I didn't bring anything with me because I totally forgot we were doing this today. I did, but I remembered, but I didn't. Like I remembered last night, and then this morning I recently started a new job, so I'm still getting used to like doing an actual working thing, not at my house. So usually I just work at my house.
Makes total sense.
Going to a place is weird.
It's so much better with a mask.
Yeah, I bet. This Elmer's Extreme is kind of a letdown, just saying.
Yeah.
Well, Extreme my ass. Okay.
I had a feeling it would be.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, like, it might work, but I feel like a problem with a lot of these glues is that the foam absorbs them. Yeah. So before they can get sticky enough to actually create a bond, they just get absorbed into the foam and you can't really use them. So, yeah.
Speaking of airflow, I'm going to get a little more airflow going for us. Here we go. Hopefully. It feels a little bit warmer in here than what it's saying it is. Yeah, that's better. Oh, wow, it really is.
It was a lot better.
Can you feel it?
Oh, the air? Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know if you see it on the bottom cam there. You can still see it's like still white, that extreme glue.
Yeah, it's supposed to get clear before you can put it together, right?
No. It just says spread thinly, press, let dry. That's all it says.
Oh.
Apply pressure with a clamp. Wait 15 minutes for if you're using pottery. It does say, like you can leave it overnight for full strength.
Oh, wow. So that's going to take some time.
Anything that takes, like, over 24 hours to, like...
You don't want to use for cosplay.
Then you don't want to use for this.
Well, especially for this.
Yeah.
Because you're just not going to get a set. I mean, you got to be able to get... You see how quickly I'm trying to get a set here. Because otherwise...
Otherwise, it's going to take you, like, 2 weeks to put this together.
Well, otherwise, it moves too much. If you don't get that set, you understand me?
Yeah, so if it moves around too much if you don't have something that bonds quicker. You're going to have it move and then set, and that's not what you want to happen.
And the nice thing about barge is even once it's bonded, it's still got some flexibility to it.
Yeah, and the barge, even once it sets, it still has some flexibility to it. You can still kind of...
Not a ton of flexibility, but
move. Yeah.
It's a little.
Not a ton, but a little.
Like that kind. Just a little, just enough. Before you get that heavy set.
Yeah. Now the rubber cement is actually looking like it might be a little promising.
Well, I think the rubber cement's, I bet you, very similar to barge. What's in the rubber cement?
Stuff that smells bad. No, I'm just kidding. I mean it is, but
is it toluene?
You know what? There is no ingredient list on this.
Really?
It just says the directions, and then it says warning: flammable, may be harmful if swallowed. Vapor harmful, skin irritant, exposure may cause allergic reactions. Oh, it contains N-heptane natural rubber latex, and that's it.
Okay, so this has N-heptane and toluene.
So there's toluene in there and acetate in the barge, and that's not in the rubber cement. Rubber cement is literally just the H-neptane and rubber latex. That's it.
Okay.
So this is probably less toxic.
I know that the non-toxic barge doesn't have toluene.
Okay, so there is a non-toxic barge that doesn't have toluene in it. So
yeah.
Toluene's apparently
it doesn't work like shit. It works. It's shitty.
Oh, but she says that it's shitty.
Yeah, don't buy that. Don't buy that.
Don't buy the blue one. It's shitty.
Or the green one.
Or the green one. It's shitty.
Just get the toxic shit. Hey, Pumpy Dooders.
Oh yeah, that's a joke. That's a dirty joke.
Yeah.
Lizzie says that the Home Depot imitation is crappy too. So don't.
Yeah. But this Elmer's rubber cement.
Yeah.
This is old rubber cement. They may not make rubber cement like this anymore.
Yeah, they do. The Elmer's rubber cement?
Is it still the same?
Yeah.
Though? Okay.
I mean, like, I would have to check, like, the ingredient list, but I just recently bought some, and it's the same bottle, it's the same everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, hey, maybe Elmer's is still, like, getting the kids high, but not
well, to be fair, like, I used to be a teacher, and we didn't have rubber cement in the classrooms. You just didn't keep it in the classrooms.
Yeah, because it's probably pretty dumb. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you wanted glue, you had to use, like, glue sticks.
Yeah, you can't get high off those at all.
No, you can eat them, but,
You can do, what's the glue that really tastes good, though?
I don't know. I don't eat glue.
You know, the ones that we had as kindergartners that taste like, not that I was a glue eater.
All right. She's asking me what glue tastes good. Like in kindergarten when apparently you ate glue, which I don't remember doing, but if you remember the tasty glue that you ate in kindergarten, maybe you could comment and let me know what it is.
Not that I was a glue eater.
Oh, we can't hear you, so there's no defense. No defense that we can hear. Can't defend yourself with the mask on. Sorry.
Oh, goodness. Okay. I think I need some nipple clamps.
I'm gonna get some more clamps.
Need more clamps.
More clamps.
More clampies. Clampies.
All right.
Oh, it's Pumpy.
You're just funny with the mask on. I know.
I am, aren't I?
I'm trying to, like, translate for her.
Just do some things you just can't. All right. Now, we got to make sure that this is all working. Use your boob. You can translate that.
Use your boob.
There
All right,
we
so
go.
now it should... And it's good to try this on as you're making it,
Yes.
so you can make sure that your pieces are lining up where you want.
That's
So
good.
this side seam where that zipper is going to be is right on your side. So
Okay.
that's where it should be.
I lost a little weight since
you
we
know,
did
and
this
if you
pattern.
and if it's a little over, that's fine because you
That's
can
okay.
always do a little trim when you put that zipper on. If it's way smaller, then you've got a problem.
Then we got a problem. Then I got to
So-
suck it in. Is that one of the kids?
They say it's just like watching Charlie Brown, but a cartoon with boobs.
Yeah, right?
Charlie Brown with boobs.
Gotta call them fun bags.
Yeah, you have to call the boobs fun bags. We did a very long test about what you could and could not say. And on the comments, you can say fun bags, but
Yeah.
not boobs.
Yeah, we don't know, but we gotta work on that.
Yeah, sorry.
You should be able to say boobs. I mean, we're all about boobs here.
We are all about boobs, so
We're all about the boobs.
we need to change that so you can say boobs and boobies.
Totally gotta
But-
change. Uh-oh.
She glued the clothespin on there. Oh no.
That was a close call.
So yeah, be careful that if you do put clamps on or clothespins, if there's a lot of extra glue on there, you're gonna glue your
extra when it comes to bars.
yeah, you're gonna glue your clothespins to it. You're fine. You're fine, Pumpy. It's fine.
No, you're okay, Pumpy. No, you're okay, Pumpy. We're all about boobs. You're okay. We're gotta change that.
So in future streams, you will be able to say boobs.
We're working on it.
Yep.
We don't know what's wrong with Streamlabs.
All right. So now we're gonna put the boob cup into the chest part where it's supposed to go. And this is the one where we matched up the center seams, guys. This is the one where we matched up the center seams.
This is the one.
Because it was easier to have
Yes.
a little bit over on the top than have it be off center.
It actually ends up working because it's curved. But
Yeah.
I gotta do the curve.
We'll have to show you because she did a little trick to kind of push it in there to make it flush with the bottom. So we'll show you.
Yeah, we'll show you. First,
Oh, Lizzie's, you can also use my lovely lady lumps.
yes, lovely lady lumps.
Yep.
Yes,
That
that's
also
a good
works.
one. That's
So,
a very good one.
Good
All
for that.
I put the glue on this, didn't I?
Yes.
Or
This
did I
is the top,
no, I put
remember?
the glue on this one. That's right.
Okay, but this is the bottom.
This is the. I gotta
This is
remember
the
what
top.
The bottom and the top is.
Always,
That's
always.
Right. That's right.
Mil-
All right.
Milkshakes, which bring the boys to the yard.
Yes.
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 And I bet that's what the teacher was saying on Charlie Brown, my lovely lady lumps. I can only hope. She's doing an amazing impression of the teacher.
I am a voice actor.
Oh, yeah, it's true. She is a voice actor, so.
I can do Snoopy.
Aw, Snoopy. Does Snoopy? Oh, I guess Snoopy does say stuff sometimes.
Does Snoopy talk?
Yeah, it just says like, grunty things.
This is the one that I go ahead and do all of it.
So she's gonna put it. Normally, we were telling you to do it in sections. This one, go ahead and do the whole curve, because it's just easier that way.
It is. You'll go ahead and you'll do that chopstick thing.
Yeah, do the chopstick thing and the turny thing. Get a nice thin layer on the whole thing.
Good thin layer.
Yeah.
Well, this took a minute to figure out, believe me. When we did this the first time. You're like, what the fuck?
watching glue dry, the most exciting thing.
You know it. You know it.
It's exciting.
Woo! Ooh, stalker cam. You're off to her now.
It's got my boobs.
Yeah, you got your boobs. Woo!
That's very odd. It's just suddenly like,
all of a sudden, like, yeah,
all up in your business.
Alright, so what we're gonna do here.
So what we're gonna do here now, I'm translating. Is she's kind of lining up that middle seam and pushing it together there, and then kind of pushing the corners together. So it's kind of like the bottom center seams and then the two outer corners. You're kind of trying to get bonds. Am I saying that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that way you can kind of adjust the other parts. But it's going to feel like there are gaps.
You're going to feel like
it's going to feel like it doesn't match up. If you're looking at it, you're like, I don't think this is going to fit in there. But it will fit. We're going to make it fit. So
you totally make it fit.
We're going to make it fit. So
but you gotta like
you gotta curve it as you're gluing it.
Yeah, and it's a weird.
So this is
very extreme curve.
This might be where if we had a heat gun would be actually more useful.
This would be. Where
this would probably be
most useful.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I do have one at home. Heat guns are super useful for cosplay things. Love them.
Yes.
Also, heat tools are also really great. I love those too.
You can also use your boob.
Yeah, also use your boob for cosplay related things.
So, that's right. That's right. Yeah. I remember now. It did do my edges.
All right, so she's got some pretty good bonds going on at one corner, at the corners, getting some stickiness going on. And what you want is to push the edges kind of together so they're flush. It's almost like you're pushing. I don't know if you guys are seeing. Yeah, it's almost like you're trying to push it through, but you don't.
Push it up.
Yeah, you want to be pushing it up, like
so, yeah,
up and towards each other.
Yeah, it's kind of
like you know when you learn about the plates in earthquakes and they go like this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is. It's like that. The tectonic plate.
Yes.
It's exactly what it's like.
Oh, so Lizzie says, I have a heat gun, and since she used the higher density foam, my white foam, it was necessary.
Oh, so, yeah. Yes, I'm sure it was.
So, I'm sure it was.
Yes.
It probably would have made this much faster for us if we had used that, to be honest.
But this does
But it does work.
You use the boob, it heats it up.
You're losing your bond right there.
Hold on, give it a minute.
Alright, I'm just saying it's cracking.
It's still sticky. We're still sticky. We're good.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about barge is it pulls apart, but it's still really sticky, so you just have to push it back together, and then it sticks before that bond is really permanent.
Yeah.
And again,
we might have a few holes here.
You might have a few little tiny gaps.
Foam clay.
But we'll fix those on Thursday with the foam clay.
Yeah. Ventilation. Definitely ventilation.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what you're making, sometimes you leave holes intentionally for ventilation purposes.
Chopstick.
Alright, so she broke out the chopstick. She's doing the linguine thing, twisting it around it like a piece of noodle.
You got a little extra going there. I got a little spoon.
That was not graceful there.
That was not.
And now she's filling that little hole with it very carefully.
Very carefully.
So she doesn't get any glue on the edges and stuff, and then kind of pushing it back closed.
This is that little extra, and kind of found that going from the back sometimes helps get that curve going. Don't do that. Yeah.
Woo!
So
getting that curve going. Got some booby armor.
Some booby going. Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
So the thing is I don't know anything other than barge that puts stuff together quite this quickly.
Yeah, we haven't really found a adhesive that puts stuff together as quickly. To be fair, we haven't tried the super glue. Here, why don't I hand it to
That's
you?
true. We haven't tried the super glue.
Let me see that. See if that is.
That is true.
That is the one thing that would be super fast and yeah.
Yeah, that is the one thing we haven't
So
tried.
let's try.
Let's try that. Show me the money makers, Heidi. Woo! Oh, they're on hers. There we go. Woo! Check that out. Go back to her. They like her. So I got a little hole there. But we're going to be able to fix that with some clay. That's going to fix up easy. This one I think almost went together better.
Yeah.
Yeah, now a little bit off here, but I don't think we can fix it. Well, maybe. I can shift it a little. Hey, just barely, because that was almost completely stuck. And I'm a little bit, got a little extra there, but I think we're just going to have to say that's okay.
Yep. And if you have like, if you have to trim a little bit of edges, that shouldn't be too bad.
Yep. And then let's push that in. Like this. So once again, we got that little gappage. But I'm thinking we'll foam clay it. Yeah.
How long? Yeah, we can just foam clay. How long do you let rubber cement dry for?
I think, what did it say for the bond?
It says nothing!
Really?
It just... I mean, I could be wrong, because I thought last time I was like, this says nothing, and then I was like, oh, yes it does. Just kidding. It says once cement rubs off easily, then it is, or, oh wait, when, never mind. No, it doesn't say. I feel like the rubber cement kind of works, but I feel like the bond is not as strong. Like, definitely not as strong as the barge.
So here's where we have an issue. So we should probably put those together at the top.
And yeah, and then just even this out
and
on
we'll
the bottom.
Trim the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what we discovered.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because we could trim the bottom.
So, in case you're wondering what we're talking about here,
we're now joining the center seams in the front.
And they don't completely match.
And you can see where we drew the little rectangles to match up the center seam.
Want those to match.
Yeah, and you can see it's a little longer on the bottom, but since we don't have anything going on the bottom, we can just trim. Yeah, we can just trim that, or kind of level it out. It looks like it's just a little bit longer on that one side.
That one piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we said, you can have issues like that when you cut pieces out. So.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
So that's where we're at, is this, and I think that's going to be our last glue.
So, here's the rubber cement on this one, and like, it looks, on this side, it kind of bonded pretty good, but on this side, it's like doing that pulling thing, and I feel like it's just, like, I can pull on it, and it doesn't come apart, but I feel like if I really pulled on it, it would come apart.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
see?
it would. Unlike the barge.
So, and then, but the
barge, you get to a point and you can pull.
But the super glue actually worked just fine. So here's the super glue. This is
oh, you're getting in trouble for yelling, Lizzie.
This is the super glue that we used. It's it's the Gorilla Glue super glue, and this is gel. So it's a little bit easier to control. But this one,
I like the gel.
Yeah, this is here's the two pieces I glued together. It was pretty quick. I'm bending them. You can see I get some cracks So I definitely would want to shape this probably before I super glued it together, so I don't get those.
You don't get any flexibility.
Yeah, because when I curve it, it automatically opens wherever I glued it. So I could go back and try and make sure that I really do an even coat of the super glue, or I could just shape it first and then glue it together, and I probably wouldn't have the same problems. But the super glue does work. I'm pulling it pretty hard. It's not coming apart. So
that's nice.
So the super glue works. At least this super glue did, because I know we tried some super glues before that didn't really work. So
you want the quick set super glue.
Yeah, you want quick set, and the gel is definitely better to use.
Gel definitely works better.
Yeah.
All right, so that's good to know. Gonna wipe that clean. Get my spooge off of there. Spooge off that side. Oops,
She's wiping spooge off of it now.
I'm getting the spooge
She didn't hear her. If I can translating for her.
Just getting that spooge off. Alright, so we're going to go from the top down.
Yep. So she's going to go from the top down because the bottom is uneven, and we're going to trim that off.
This is kind of stormtroopery here, but I think I need to just have that be a little excessy. Like that.
Yeah, you're going to have, and like with hers, I know we're doing like a detail over it, so, it's fine.
I'm gonna make like an eagle.
She's gonna do the eagle like for Linda Carter's Wonder Woman, like old school Wonder Woman with the big gold
old school
boob eagle. That's what we're gonna
big
put on top of that. So you'll see that on Thursday.
Okay, now wait a minute. My centers aren't lining up.
I think that's okay if they're not perfectly lining up. I honestly don't even know if I drew them to match up like that. I mean, if I did,
I just lied about that, in other words?
Yeah. I mean, I do that for all of my center seams, but I don't always necessarily do it when they're together. So you can see they're different sizes, but I mean, I put them in the same place. But clamps!
Nipple clamp me.
Get the clamps. Give them the clamps.
Well, I may not be ready for nipples yet.
Oh.
May not be ready yet.
Okay.
But we're just to the barely sticky stage. We could still have some sex.
What?
You know when lube just starts to get sticky? And
oh my god! I'm not repeating that.
Well, it's a good way to determine
if you can still have sex.
No, where your sticky level is for parts. But that too. You know, if you need to add on.
Right, yeah, definitely.
Or just get a better lube. You know?
I've never used a lube that became an adhesive.
No.
That sounds like a very big problem.
It also comes from just
that you don't.
A lot of
you
sex,
do not want.
A lot of friction,
Oh my.
Welcome, Spirit with Heidi, spontaneous, surprise, surprise, surprise. Yeah. So, that would work kind of good if I just put a little right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be fine, because it'll be...
Yeah, I think so too. And it'll just help.
She's going to add a little bit more barge right in the center there to make sure it all fits together.
So I just got some threads when I did this.
So she just got some threads when she did that, like some threads of the barge. A lot of times it pulls out in like little tiny threads. Yeah.
So I could take my sponge and de-thread.
She could take her sponge and like wipe it like she's been doing.
Whoops. I'm just trying to blow the salty hair off.
Yeah, you can't blow things off of your armor when you have a mask on, guys.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Okay, or I could also take the hot air to it later.
Yeah, you could also take, if you have a heat gun, you can take the heat gun to it later and kind of warm it up and take it off. How would you take it off? Would you use the sponge to take it off
Actually, it'll just melt right off.
Okay, it'll just melt off. So you can take the glue gun to it and melt some of those little pieces off, or the little threads.
I should have done that because I just got water where I had barged. So I might have just screwed that.
You might have just messed up the bond.
Right.
Good job.
Messed up the bond a little, yeah. It'll just take longer for it to get stickier. But it won't happen. So yeah, it's literally just that piece. If I take a knife, or a sharp edge knife, you know, the...
Yep, so if we take a utility knife or a box cutter or an X-Acto knife and just trim that little edge off, and you might have a few edges that you want to clean up on the bottom, and would be the time to do it.
This would be where you would do that.
So if you have any little pieces that are sticking out,
I
you know,
just
maybe
just that little piece.
use a ruler, draw some straight lines.
So we're going to go ahead
cut
and
'em.
plant that there. And I'm going to clamp it here to hold that there. And there. And then, oh goodness.
Ah! My hair. Alright, and then, oh my god, I can talk.
And then, put your boobies on.
Put my boobies on.
Woo!
Dun dun dun.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! I've lost like 10 pounds since we patterned this.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's already a little loose on you.
So
That's okay though.
So that's okay. We'll make that work.
Yep.
So
you can always like overlap it and put the zipper or trim this down and make it small.
Yeah, we can always trim it a little. So I've lost a little weight since we patterned it.
Yeah.
Because you know what? We didn't do it in like a day. It took a few weeks. And I've lost some weight. So, but we can adjust that, right?
Yep.
We can adjust it without having to adjust the entire pattern. So, because we'll still be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you haven't lost a ridiculous amount of weight, then you should be okay.
We'll still be okay.
But I mean, obviously, ideally, you wouldn't be like patterning and making something like weeks and weeks apart.
Right.
So,
like what we have done.
Right.
Yeah, ideally, you're gonna put it together at least within a week.
A week. At least doing your patterning and cutting and everything.
Right.
Or if you're in the middle of losing a lot of weight, maybe wait.
Yeah. Don't be like me. I'd be like, oh shit. But yeah, and then we'll just hand me that behind you, that red and black box.
Wait, what? This one?
Yeah, that one. I'm gonna see. Thank you. It's a nice thing about having all our stuff right here. Now, if we just do a line there.
Do you have a cutting? Do you have a cutting mat under that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard. There, we'll do this. And we'll do that. I'll put the marble on you.
Random hiccups.
There. That'll work. This should work. Boom shakalaka!
All done! Woo!
Woohoo! There, now it looks symmetrical.
Yay! Symmetry good.
Symmetry good, and it's all glued. Look at that. Hey, and now I'm ready to draw my
eagle.
My eagle. We'll put the zipper on Thursday.
Yep.
And we could even do we could do snaps or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll go over some closures and stuff on Thursday.
Maybe we'll do a different closure instead of a zipper since I got a little overlap there.
Yeah, there's a couple different ways to do it.
We could do a Velcro closure.
Yeah, you can do grommets, you can do Velcro, you could do straps
snaps or something like that.
Snaps,
or straps.
magnets, whatever.
So yeah. Oh, or magnets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So if you don't mind, bring a few different options.
Okay. I don't think I have any magnets, but that are strong enough. But
I'll see what I can find.
Yeah, they're the rare earth magnets are the ones you have to use for it.
Rare earth. Can we get them at like Sally's or
I have
Joann's?
not found the ones over there to be strong enough. You have to order them.
All right. Well,
I've tried a bunch of different magnets with stuff.
I don't know if we'll be able to get them by Thursday then.
Yeah, probably not. But I mean, we can talk about them. It shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just try to put a little bit more into this one little crevice here, using my chopstick here. And then put that together. So yeah, and then we're gonna draw out the eagle, and then we'll get that cut out and then glued on. Now that we can probably glue on with hot glue.
Yeah.
So we're probably done with the barge.
Yeah.
Yay! As much as we love the barge, we don't like being toxic.
Yeah.
And so the details we'll probably be able to do with hot glue and or rubber cement or super glue or E6000 or something like that. And then so we'll do details on Thursday, and then the next episode we'll probably seal and paint.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for Real Girls Cosplay this Thursday, 5-ish.
Yep, 5-ish.
Yeah, 5-ish. And thank you for joining us for our surprise stream.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, tomorrow, guess what? I'm going down. The Meeples Cafe is opening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the owner, Kevin Hadley, invited me down to take a tour and to interview him about it all. And I'm super excited, and I'm going to stream it. Yeah, so stay tuned. It'll be tomorrow afternoon. Another surprise stream, but hey, if you were here, you know about it now. So,
whoop.
Yeah, whoop, whoop. It'll probably mainly be on Twitch, and then I'll download it and put it on YouTube, because when I'm mobile, I can only live stream to one or the other. And I love you, Twitch people. I love you, YouTube people, too. But it's easier. I can't live stream on YouTube yet, because I don't have enough followers.
You don't have enough
So, yeah. So, hey. Twitch loves me more. So, hey, thank you very much for joining us.
All right, thank you.
We love you. Mwah. We will see you later. You just hit that little stop streaming thing as soon as you got control.
Where?
Right now it's probably over here.
Oh.
So you got to go that way. I know it's totally non-intuitive.
Got it.